Ever wondered what happens behind the scenes in the world of finance? Join us as we unveil the hidden secrets of asset management operations, the vital yet often unseen part of the industry. Welcome to episode 47 of the Career Discovery Podcast, the show that's all about helping you broaden your career horizons, discover your professional potential, and empower your career journey. In this episode, we're pulling back the curtain and taking you behind the scenes into the captivating world of asset management operations. If you've ever wondered what it takes to keep the gears turning in the world of finance, optimize financial assets, and ensure compliance with ever-changing regulations, the vital functions of asset management operations that often go unseen, then you're in the right place. Subscribe now and join us every week for fresh episodes, Q&A sessions, and much more. And if you're craving extra insight and inspiration, don't forget to check out our back catalogue that's full of inspiring conversations. Okay, let's dive into today's episode. So what is asset management operations? Well, let's hear from Jim, our guest this week, who is going to share a little more.
Perhaps you could start by sharing with us, what is the industry of asset management and where does operations fit into that industry?
Well, very simply, and this is how I always sort of train my juniors to understand, is if you've got some money, you're either a person or an institution. And what you do with that money is you can either put it in a bank where it will be saved at a certain rate of interest and lent out to other people, but you will only ever get a certain return, or you can invest in an asset management company. So basically, if you're an institution, you invest the company's money. If you're an individual investor, you're investing your own money. And there's various different ways, many complicated, many simple, on how businesses go about investing this money. And that's the difference. So a bank, you put the money in there, they lend the money out. You know what you've got coming back every month. You know your money's safe. For an asset manager, there is more risk involved. So if you're investing in a long-only equity asset management company, the money that you put in will pretty much follow the equity market and go up and down with that. Then you can obviously invest in more complicated companies like hedge funds, which will short sell and make money when the market's going down. The best thing to do with that, I would strongly suggest that people watch The Big Short. That explains it a lot better than I can. But it's a really, really interesting film to see. And that's the investment management industry. Now, people can invest in fixed income, which is debt. People can invest in equities, which is the stock market, basically. Derivative product, which is complicated things on the edges of that. And also people can invest in, there's various other what they call real assets. So that's real estate, properties, houses, developments, and that sort of thing. So there are many aspects to it.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Where does operations fit into that?
Right. This is the one that's one of the main reasons that I'm here, because people don't really know this.
Yeah.
They'll come out of university thinking, I want to work in financial services. I want to be an investment banker. I want to be a portfolio manager. I want to be a client relations manager. Right. That side of it will come to those who are lucky and work hard and want to do that side of things. Operations is quite simply the thing that makes everything work. Okay. Yeah. Without that, you would have no industry. So basically, from the process of onboarding clients, which is obviously essential for an asset management company to have clients, from onboarding clients through to making the processes work. So when people trade, obviously they don't just go, right, okay, this is a pen, this is a guitar plectrum, let's just swap them. Yeah, there's so much more that goes into it. So basically, trades have to settle. So you have to settle trades across, in some cases, different countries, all kinds of different areas, which can be complex and and some easier than others. Obviously, there's compliance that has to go into it, so it's not just a case of, again, swapping the two things over. You've got to make sure that client A owns the pen, client B owns the plectrum, and it has to be confirmed before the trades can go across. Obviously, people want to know how their investments are doing, so you need to do valuations, so net asset valuations, which is a valuation of what the assets are, which is known across the industry as NAV. Then and that can be done weekly, it can be done daily, it can be done monthly. It really depends on how the firms run, but it's absolutely vital that your operations team are constantly working things out and moving things forward.
But who would asset management operations appeal to? Well, let's hear from Jim what he feels people in asset management operations enjoy about their roles.
Right, people that have got really good attention to detail.
Yeah.
Okay, which is why I don't work in it. Okay, so people that are really, really, really good with numbers, figures, words, and really, really care about getting a really, really good product to market. But by that I mean having the whole thing running smoothly and not being chaotic and being ahead of the game on everything. Self-starter is vital. You can't have somebody who is not interested in it. I always say this to people: this is not just a job. Same as recruitment. It's not just a job. You have to really want to do it. You have to genuinely care what's going on in the financial services world, what's going on in the markets. And you've got to have a desire to an understanding to that it's such an important area of how all of this stuff works, and so the kind of person that works well on it is specifically people that don't want to try and run before they can walk. This is not an area that you can just flag. It's not like you have to start at the beginning, very very much so. You've got to. I mean, I've seen some of the more techie quant firms that I work for will say that it will be a year, realistically speaking, before a person who joins an operations team will be adding value. The rest of the time they'll be learning, because everything they do will have to be checked and checked and checked again. But once they get up to speed, then they're flying. Now, it can also be a really good area for people who do see their career long term in the front office, because they've had an understanding of how everything works. It's not all boring button pushing and checking stuff. There's lots of project work involved in it. It's got to be right and it's got to be good.
Intrigued by the world of asset management operations? Whether you're an aspiring asset management operations professional or you simply seek inspiration, enjoy this preview and join us for the full conversation to learn much, much more.